Hi there. As I said, I'm going to put some more plants up. Now the plants you're about to see are not mine. They belong to a friend who is housing them here. As I say, they're mainly cacti, but they are succulents. Slowly go through them and see what we can see and point out certain things. Now the first one we come to, I'd say is particularly nice, is the old Obregonia denegrii. That's a particularly nice plant, that. Obregonia denegrii. As I don't know what we're going to see in here. The Cynoceria species. Astrophytum, the one with 4 ribs, another one there with 4 ribs. That one over the back there is actually grafted. I think I'm pointing in the right direction. All the funny noises you can hear is due to the wind. The wind's getting up. As I say, it's 1:05 on a Saturday, and it is getting a bit windy out there. So we can do that, I don't mind. There's a Blossfeldia. The one just above it is quite a choice plant. I think that's Tormea papiriacantha. This plant in the wild is found growing in grasslands, and I understand it's quite difficult to actually find in the wild. I don't know, I've never been to those places. It's something I can dream about. You've got a good old favourite there, an Echinopsis. They generally flower overnight, the long tubular flower, pink or white. There's lots of hybrids of these. I don't know if these are hybrids, they probably are. I know the person whose plants these are, Jean, is very keen on a lot of the hybrids, so they could well be. There's a rather nice plant. And see what they do when they go mad. That's another Blossfeldia, but in fact I think they're all Bloss. So that one's a Copipoa. It shows you how much I just don't know about cacti. That's a Copipoa, Copipoa lowii. It's quite a choice plant actually. The one over there, which is also grafted, is an Aztecium. I think it's Aztecium eritreae. A lot of the names have changed, so I might be giving the old names rather than the new names. Another small Obregonia denegrii. Very close to Ariocarpus, but it's a species which likes a little bit of shade. You're right here because where I'm situated, you look upwards, an olive tree. Fortunately that's on the northern side, so it doesn't block out the light. The olive tree's doing quite well actually. It could do with a bit of a trim, but it's not doing too bad. There's the trunk down there, the trunk of it, so it's quite a sturdy plant. Anyhow, getting back to the cacti, Just looking now, she's got some rather nice plants actually. There's an epilantha. They call it Ruffy Spina. I don't recognise that name. I recognise the first name, epilantha. In my days it was Micromerus, variety Gregii, I think was one form, tuberosa. I know it's very variable and very slow. I remember seeing one of those many years ago, grown at the Exotic Collection. The Exotic Collection was down in Worthing and run by the Lambs. It's no longer there. It was Brian Lamb was the son, but that nursery or really a collection has gone no more. And of course, who remembers the collection at Ashington of Clive Innes? There's another collection gone. That was supposed to be a national collection, but it's all gone. It's the worst of getting old, if you remember these things. There's that plant. I'm trying to think what they call that. Someone out there will know. I think it's quite common on the continent. Unfortunately, I haven't got Jean here to sort of say, oh, what's that, Jean, or where'd that one come from? So you'll have to bear with me exactly what I can do and what I can't do. Unfortunately, it is a disadvantage. Keep seeing other plants here. Another grafted. You see, a lot of these plants are in fact grafted. Now, interesting enough, this will probably be for the viewers in England who saw the programme last night. I think it was on Gardener's World, showing Terry Smale, showing his magnificent collection of mesems, in particular the conophytums, the lithops. I knew he was going to give that talk, forgot all about it, but some kind soul rang me up and said, it's on. And I said, what's on? He said, Terry is giving a little talk. And believe me, he gave a very good talk, and also mentioned the cultivation as well, which is important when it comes to conophytums and lithops, which are entirely different. I should have named this Peter's Ramblings, so I'm rambling about all other things. The one here we're looking at is Euphorbia columnaris or columnar, and that too is grafted. It looks like it's a couple of they have been taken off. That's all right. If you have an understock, it's best to keep the offshoots off. And there's a lovely plant. That plant was bought at the Cactus Do in Kent. Can't remember exactly where it was, my memory's not very good. I think it was the one in Kent. Beautiful plant. It's Euphorbia Susannae. Covered in buds. The euphorbias have bracts as opposed to petals. There's the old favourite there, Obesa. And the one at the back there, which I will have to give a little drinky to, looks very much like Euphorbia bupellifolia, which is a very difficult one. Well, I find it difficult. There's another large crested euphorbia. As I say, excuse the noise, it is the wind out there, it's getting up quite windy. Here we have a few succulents. There's Crashula mesembryanthemopsis, looking like a mesem, hence the name, but it's in fact a Crashula. Now the implant to me would appear to be Echeveria or Echeveria. It's one group of plants I've never been that particularly interested in, but when you see these you think, well, aren't they beautiful? And there's another one, I think it's Echeveria cantai. To my mind that one looks very much like Echeveria lowii. Another one there, the white one. With these white ones, never ever touch the leaves. If you do, they'll leave marks on them. You've got Alloplicatelis. Before someone corrects me, I know its name's been changed, but as far as I'm concerned, Alloplicatelis. There's the flower spikes of that large white Echeveria. I'm probably missing some plants, as if I was to do all of these right away it would take ages. That's an Aeonium. It's another Aeonium. The tall plant at the back turned up at a do also in Kent or near Kent. I think it was in Kent. It's possibly a Euphorbia milli type or variety of the plant in that we're looking at now. Is from Madagascar. I believe it's an Alaudia. Don't ask me what the second name is. The one I can remember is Alaudia madagascarensis, which this isn't, and Procera or Procera. And behind it, looks like we've got a Lamera cereus, a cacti. Going round a bit, what else have we got? We've got some other hybrids or forms. These are nice, but they're beautifully coloured as well. As I say, I tend to not grow the varieties and that. I find there's so many other plants of true species that I just haven't got the space. A few more at the back there. This one, if I remember rightly, is Obrum Mitiella. I don't know what the second name is, but that's the first name. This plant, I don't know, it's the same as I've got on the bathroom windowsill. Calibanus hookerii. It's not looking too good. We might have to take that out. The cordex is a little bit soft on that, which is not a good sign. Calibanus grows to enormous size. But that one is not looking very good at all. Put it down there. I'm probably passing over plants there. you would love to get the names of, but we can always go over them again, so don't worry. There's a crest there, that's a plant that's gone to a crested form. It's a monstrose form of a euphorbia. And there's a beautiful plant. Oh, two nice plants in here. As I say, my knowledge tends to be of the mesems and some of the succulents, although I have grown cacti in the past, a long time ago. These are Sulcorubutias. I know Jean's quite interested in these. They can produce nice flowers. Our Sulcos. Got a few more over here. Some youngsters. When she comes over, she normally sits in here and does a bit of potting up. But I do the watering. I tend to use the hose with a gentle spray on it. The thing you have to be careful about is getting water and that between the leaves. See the Echeveria leaves there, they're being poked in, hopefully to root. One there is Gasteria armstrongii. Gasteria has its name from the flower, which gaster's a stomach, and the flower, if you look at it, is very much like a a stomach. So Gasteria means flowers like a stomach, or a gaster. This is, oh God, what's the name of this? I know she goes quite mad on this. Hoya carnosa, crimson, looks like crimson queen. These are plants they call the wax flower. Anyway, I noticed my transformer there, which will probably have to be brought into service at some time. I'm hoping the cold weather keeps at bay. I know it's not going to go all the way through winter. Oh, I just noticed this one. Look at the colour on the colours of that. That's beautiful. That name is obviously a variety name. It looks very nice, it really does. So many very nice plants. A lot of them are really worth growing. Very worth growing. Anyhow, I think that is more or less it in here for the time being. I can always come in again and try and look at specific plants that you've seen that you want to know the name, but I'm going to have to find out what they are. So it's will take a bit of time. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Any questions please make. Any questions please ask. I may know the answer. On the other hand, I may not. But anyhow, as you can see, the sun's out. It's now 1:23. Still fairly windy, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. As you see, it's lovely in here. I don't know if you can see the temperature up there. It's quite warm. It's very nice. Looks like, yeah, it's over 90 degrees. Granted, that's in the sun, so I'm cheating. The other one also says 90. That's in the Fahrenheit scale. On the other lot, it's about 35. Anyhow, that's all for this time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Any comments please make, and I'll catch you all again soon. Thanks again. Thank you.